It's just great, quick drop to the ball. Good quick hands on the part of Roncalli, forcing the held ball turnover.
Rebels with the basketball and the 1-point lead, 7-6. Weber in front of the Northwest bench. Colin Lynch passing the paint.
Great pressure on you.
Darrell Walker picks up the personal. That's his first, the team's third. Each team with 3 team fouls at the 7-minute mark of the first half.
Yeah, Northwest go a little zone on the inbound, a little 2-3 on the inbound, a little different look, a little different coverage.
Thought about the 3, then fired the 3, and it hit the guy wire up top, so a misfire by Colin Lynch. Give it back to Northwest.
See, and you need to recognize the change. If you're out front, if you're Colin Lynch, recognize the change, get into an offense, move the ball 2 or 3 times, get some things going, and not settle for that kind of jump shot.
To say the shooting has been abysmal on both ends might be understating it a bit.
Well, it hasn't been good.
Baseline jumper.
That baby.
That looked like he belongs.
Now you're talking. Keith Oliver listened to you talk about the shooting.
His first 2.
Well, nice little look on the baseline, not a hand in his face, and it's a big basket.
Pull-up jumper from the left wing, a misfire. Curtis Reeser tried to get something in transition there, couldn't get it to fall. Check that it was Patrick Heckman on the jumper. Walker with a drive, stop and go. He'll fire for the baseline. No good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Northwest.
Because he really has a little step-back jumper on that one. Didn't go. Kind of a tough shot off the dribble, but clearly you can see this kid can put numbers up and put the ball in the hoop.
Pressure continues, and Roncalli doesn't have much trouble breaking it, but it does disrupt the flow of their offense. No question about that.
A little high-low if you can get it. There it is.
Nice lob.
Well, the beauty is you clear out the help when you flash Patrick Heckman, and he made the nice lob pass. But if you're missing, you got to catch and go. You don't have time to look around and find somebody. You got to catch and go. Get strong, power yourself up there.
Roncalli misfires from the baseline. That shot put up by Ryan Weber. Northwest clears it away.
And Weber's a good player now. He's getting some looks right now as a sophomore, getting some mid-major looks, and deservedly so, because he's going to develop. He's already a good player, really develop into a fine player.
How about that? That's a 3 from downtown. Donnell Minton.
Donnell Minton says, if you're not going to come out here and guard me, I'm going to knock it down. That reminded you of your old set shot back in your day, didn't it? Hey, it went in, all right? That's a big 3 for them right now.
11-7, Northwest leading by 4 at the 5-minute mark. Biggest lead for either team.
Well, you're trying to get some separation right now. So
strong drive and one. Patrick Heckman with a bucket and the foul.
Try to set the high-low, got the catch, put it on the deck one time. Basket did not get the and one.
DeAndre Starks picked up his first personal. Deep 3 by Northwest off the top of the backboard. Roncalli pulls down the rebound.
Top of the backboard, off the support.
Oh, what a theft. DeAndre Starks throws it up and in.
Well, it's again created off the defense. And I mentioned it earlier. Northwest has created a lot of turnovers, hasn't really done a good job of converting them into easier baskets, except that one and one other.
Crack at him. Maryville at 25 and 1.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day.
Average margin of victory, I think, is, in the 20s, I think, for Ben Davis.
It is. Great day of basketball. No question about it. Yeah, I'm sure Michael wants telling his kids, we got to take care of the ball, make an extra pass, get to the rim. Now, if you're Mosey Barnes, you're telling your kids, okay, we need to bump it up each possession. Let's try to bump it up. Take your time, get a good shot.
.17 from the baseline. Nothing but net.
You think Keith Oliver likes that spot?
Seems to. 4 points for him. 15-9 now. 6-point lead.
Those are 2 big baskets now. And look at him on the steal.
Turnover. Minton in transition. Goes to DeAndre Starks. He lost the handle out of bounds.
There's no need to foul. You're going to put the press on once he gets it inbounds anyway.
Boy, what a difference it makes getting it to the middle of the floor of the press.
Well, it's amazing. The middle of the press or half court.
You got to take that shot. He's open for 15, and just Colin Lynch, for some reason, Roncalli's a little tentative about shooting the basketball when they get wide open look. Starks missed the back half.
It's a frustrating situation for Coach Michael Wantz. Been telling your kids, we got to take care of the basketball. Everybody in the building knows you got to take care of the basketball, but you know what? Give Northwest a lot of credit. They've done it nicely. Here's another one. Overplay the passing lane, get out and get the steal.
Use the elbow, clear some room, a block, ball loose on the floor. It's going to be tied up, we think. No, Roncalli saves it.
Well, Roncalli comes out of the scrum with the ball.
Look at the pressure. Just everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's pressure. Good, strong move to the bucket and one.
Trying to handle some of this pressure.
Oliver with the personal. Rebound to Roncalli and a foul. Heckman at the free throw line, and Roncalli can't get it to full.
So you go back earlier, you got to finish plays inside. Here you come up on a great effort, get a rebound, get nothing out of it.
Three-pointer, long, controlled by Roncalli.
Yeah, DeAndre Starks is great off the bench, providing a spark. Got a little too quick on the trigger on that one.
17-footer, no good from the left elbow. Patrick Heckman on the misfire. Roncalli now. Two good looks last couple of times down the floor, including free throws, and they've come away dry.
They have not shot it at all. They're very fortunate to only be down 5.
Approaching the 2-minute mark of the first half, a rapidly moving first half. Beech Grove sectional. Strong drive to the bucket, and the finish by Mislin.
Well, it's just good classic basketball. Catch, shot fake, penetrate, one bounce in the lane, and finish.
He has 7, so he's driving the bus for Roncalli right now. Sims with a penetration in the kick back to Starks. Starks, top of the circle, little mini screen. Minton tries to drive and is shut off. Now Walker penetrates. Held ball.
It's that gap defense concept people talk about. They do a great job of helping one another, and when that ball goes on the floor, you'll see 5 black shirts around the basketball.
Crossover by Minton, floats it up in the paint, rolls around no. All blue shirts underneath. Minute 30 to play in the half. 16-13. Roncalli hanging around Northwest.
Hoop right here, and Roncalli's climbed right back in it.
Heckman with the basketball on the wing. Ball knocked away, still loose on the floor. Roncalli battling for it, and they come up with it. Mislin with the basketball. Crosses over, forces his way in, gets shut off and
Great
stolen
steal
by Daryl Minton. Minton ahead to DeAndre Starks. Up off the glass and in. That's a big exchange for Northwest. 18-13, the advantage back to 5.
And Donnell Milton does all the work in that one.
Heckman to the bucket, can't get it to fall, but a foul.
Pressure to this point. Northwest has a commanding lead.
Reeser sits down, which is a good substitution because he has the 2 fouls. Free throw good by Heckman. He has 4, and it's 18-15, under a minute to play. Northwest with the ball and the advantage. Roncalli led by 1 at the end of the first horn, 7-6. Patient offensive set here by Mosi Barnes in his first season. Michael Watts has been on the south side at Roncalli for 8 years now. I'll let the clock roll down.
Well, I think you try to get the ball in the hands of Darrell Walker if you can. You got guys, but you got guys, all 5 guys out there for Northwest can handle it. But DeAndre Starks is the guy right now who has the ball. Going to try to go in the next couple of seconds. Right. Here's Walker.
DeAndre Starks splits the D, gets partially blocked.
How about it by Mislin? Great defensive effort.
In transition, a foul.
Oh, my. I think Mosi understands. His kids are going to follow his lead.
And again, a missed free throw for Roncalli.
I think he understands it's an argument he's probably not going to win. Just cannot knock it down now.
Well, we played one half of basketball, and it has certainly not been a thing of beauty.